Hey there, it's Danielle Bernack from DanielleBernack.com, that lady on the internet who loves you today to talk about the truth about avoidance. Avoidance. You know, something about avoidance is we think that avoiding doing something means we're doing nothing. I mean, think about that for a minute. When you're avoiding doing something else, are you under the impression that you're doing nothing? But you know what? Avoiding something or someone takes an incredible amount of energy because we have to think about what we're trying to not do, and we have all these mental gymnastics going on. We're making excuses, we're telling ourselves stories, we're doing something else instead, but we expend a lot of energy to avoid doing other things. Another thing about avoidance is oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes, avoidance is a trauma response. We avoid going to a certain place because we don't want to feel a certain thing. Or we avoid dealing with things in our lives because it feels too daunting, too hard. We feel like I can't deal with that. I just can't. And we freeze up. So we do something else instead. And we expend all this energy trying to not do something that we need to do. Because you're worth the work, I want to bring this up to you, and because I love you. We avoid things that are hard, but we can do hard things. No matter what you are avoiding in your life, you can do it. If you will maybe get help. Maybe you need to get help because maybe it is too hard for you all by yourself, and there's no shame in that either. Or maybe you just need to make yourself do that. Set aside the time, make it a priority, and do that. Or maybe you're like, well, I need to take this class and learn this. I don't have the money. Well, maybe you need to start saving money for that. What is it that you are avoiding? Maybe you need a coach and you're like, oh, I can't afford that. Well, what direction is your life going in? Can you afford for it to continue going in that direction? Is it going to take you into a dark place? Oftentimes when we are avoiding something and we're so busy avoiding it, we're doing other things that are counterproductive. Because avoidance symptoms are a symptom of complex PTSD. And if you have complex PTSD and have never dealt with any of it and have a lot of intrusive things going on in your life, you may need a counselor and not a coach. I'm a coach, not a counselor. I needed a counselor. And if you need a counselor, I want to encourage you to stop avoiding doing something about it and make the time because you're worth it. But if you've dealt with some things and you're just tripping up on yourself and you just keep falling in the same thing and you need a coach to come alongside, I can be that for you. But I want to encourage you to stop avoiding what you're avoiding because you're going to exhaust yourself with all these other things. Because one of the pictures I got of it when I was reading about this the other day and thinking about it is we spend so much time walking around a mountain, avoiding doing something, that we get exhausted walking around instead of expending the energy once and for all to climb the mountain. And then we can stick our flag on the top and say, I did it. Whether it's simply cleaning your house or dealing with triggers that are intruding into your life. So no matter what you're avoiding, let me encourage you to pause. Consider, why are you avoiding that? Do you need help with that? Do you just need to make a quality decision to do something about it? What do you need to do to stop the avoidance so you can spend your energy in a productive way instead of a wasteful way? Because when we are spending our energy avoiding things, it's not productive. It's exhausting. And it will tire you out and you won't be able to do the things that really matter to you. And I want you to live the life that brings you joy because Jesus came to give us life and that abundantly. But it's not magical. We have to be a willing participant in this. And so I want to help you do that. If I can, please reach out to me at daniellebernack.com. I would love to come alongside you and help you do what you dream because I love you. Till next time, mwah. Bye-bye.